Boundlessness, album with 366 sacred thoughts, compiled by Eleazar Harash, Varna, 2022, translated by Ruah Ezekiel, narrated by Daniel King. Whoever lives within the truth, they are deeper than any aim. The Master Melhoria. Your sufferings must enlighten your delusions. The Master Melhoria. If you lose the support of your life, gain certitude. The Master Melhoria. A person is beautiful when they have created the boundlessness within themselves. The Master Melhoria. Sorrow taught me how to fly. Zelira. If you want to destroy your enemy, help them. Zelira. Seek wisdom within the untempted ones. Tehuti. God is not created, but he is the creator of everything. Jacob Biome. Everyone has life, because the great Tao is overflowing. Lao Tzu. The sage arrives without embarking. Lao Tzu. The divine dark is the inaccessible light, within which God himself dwells. Dionysius the Areopagite. Where the wellspring runs dry, there the boundlessness begins. Morongon. Within darkness, the most ancient eye is concealed. Azavot Maharia. Be boundless, not good. The priest Atlantean. Show the eyes of the boundlessness to fear. The priest Atlantean. If the dark envelops you, pierce it, because you are an ancient sword. Azavot Maharia. The truthful person seeks roads not walked. Heraclitus. The truthful life is not of this world. Raymond Lull. Listen to your instant and never trust time. Sorin Cherin. I do not need any festivities. I am always in blissfulness. Sai Baba. Do not add religion to purity, so that you do not stain it. Al-Halaj. The wise one strikes the trials. Al-Halaj. The seeking soul. This is called predestination. This is what it has sown. Sorin Cherin. When God is within you, darkness glows and sorrow shines. Al-Halaj. The wise one does not have religion. They have God within themselves. Al-Halaj. Golgotha is an entrance towards one ancient secret. Al-Halaj. If you cannot find a loyal friend, then become a friend to your own self. Pythagoras. The person is more supreme than the stars, if they live under the rule of supreme wisdom. Paracelsus. If Christ is born thousands of times in Bethlehem, but not within you, you would remain forever lost. Angelus Silesius. No kind of knowledge can replace purity. Plotinus. Love is the hymn of anciency. Orpheus. If you do not respond to the hostile vibrations, then you are not allowing your enemy to cause you evil. Sri Aurobindo. You cannot destroy ignorance with good deeds only. Ignorance is destroyed with wisdom. Shankara. Golgotha is an island of proto-light. Eleazar Harash. The good bird flies in the fog with certitude. Atlantean proverb. When you do not know how to act, act wisely. Atlantean proverb. When you leave this world, take the boundlessness with you. Atlantean proverb. The inspired one has no destiny, they have only God. Ibn Arabi. Love is my religion. Ibn Arabi. I am overpowered by my love for God. Mechthild. Awaken God within yourself, and you shall be healed. The Master Peter Deunov. God is more real than you are. The Master Peter Deunov. If God is not within you, all temples are useless. The Master Peter Deunov. The abyss, this is the always unborn absolute. Basilides. There is only one monastery, and only one, the truth. Enter into it. Basilides. There is only one indemnity, God within the person. The Master Peter Deunov. True rulership is not overt. Serapis Bey. Beatific is the one who is mad with God. Ramakrishna. The great soul does not allow good within itself, but only God. Juan de la Cruz. You must come to reach this, that you cannot come to know. Juan de la Cruz. The beauty of life consists in the things not understood. The Master Peter Deunov. Love will never accept to be understood. Sorin Cherin. Whoever has merged with God, they have overcome Judgment Day. Angelus Silesius. Whatever I may taste, God is the most savoury for me. Angelus Silesius. I drink sorrow like honey. Angelus Silesius. Specially chosen sound, rhythm and image heal illnesses. Pythagoras. The wise one loves the unknownness. Lao Tzu. Everything depends not on destiny, but on wisdom. Maurice Maeterlinck. Destiny cannot act against love, because love is found within the light. Maurice Maeterlinck. The strongest is that which is closest to God. Socrates. Anyone can become Christ if they fulfill the divine will. Martinez de Pasquale. The pure action is divine communion with the truth. Martinez de Pasquale. It is not the past that is important, but anciency. Tehuti. Do not speak of God, but live within him. Egyptian wisdom. If you are calm in front of the great difficulty, then you know the power of your spirit. Egyptian wisdom. The truth is an island of fire. Egyptian wisdom. True knowledge is an attainment of spirit. Tehuti. Whoever loves the truth arranges their life. The Master Peter Deunov. Think that God is close to you, and he will truly be close. The Master Peter Deunov. Love in spirits. Wisdom brings sense. Truth makes divine. The Master Peter Deunov. The first and biggest help towards the person is the thought. The Master Peter Deunov. Truth never counts the years, only the instances. Soren Cherin. Your love is your lit candle. Priest Bogomel. Whoever lives within the scriptures and not within God, they miss God. Boyan the Magus. The boundlessness understands you only if you cannot understand it. Soren Cherin. Whoever is within God, they are not of the world. Boyan the Magus. Knowledge is a punishment. Wisdom is a gift. Boyan the Magus. Truth does not need candles, but pure life. Boyan the Magus. Wisdom is deeper than events. Merlin. There are sages who are beyond the sense of things. Merlin. The sage never lives in times and epochs. They always live within the spirit, in timelessness. Merlin. Love is above the cosmos. When the cosmos is in desolation, love is untouchable. Tehuti. If your love has not engulfed your knowledge, you are in danger. Tehuti. Divinity has existed always beyond the desolations of all civilizations. Tehuti. This ancient and shining fire descended and turned into the woman. Tehuti. Whoever has fallen in love with the truth, they will be led into their boundless way. Tehuti. When you are within God, you have boundless eyes. Tehuti. That which you have done with love, this is your secret future. Tehuti. When God loves you, he sends you a true master. Tehuti. The wise one does not enter into battle, and this is why nothing can rival them. Lao Tzu. The one who conquers themselves has true power. Lao Tzu. The wise one acts according to truth and never seeks support in laws. Lao Tzu. Whoever practices Tao knows that all else is unnecessary. Lao Tzu. Whoever follows Tao is free. Whoever follows themselves is a slave. Lao Tzu. The pure action gains the truthful knowledge. Lao Tzu. Only the pure action knows the great way. Lao Tzu. Be truthful, and you will be in unity. Lao Tzu. Water is soft, but it can smite everything. Lao Tzu. Peace is the removing of the worlds. Lao Tzu. Purity is the secret way. Lao Tzu. The wise one drinks peace and boundlessness. Lao Tzu. When Tao is with you, the danger is harmless. Lao Tzu. Whoever is in agreement with Tao, they govern themselves in the right way. Lao Tzu. The one who loves truth a lot, they see a lot. The Master Peter Dønov. When God directs his attention towards the person, he kills everything within them, which is not God. Al-Halaj. The love towards God surpasses all methods. The Master Peter Dønov. The one who learns from God cannot be led by the world. The Master Peter Dønov. The truth within the person can handle everything. The Master Peter Dønov. Be truthful so that you have God on your side. The Master Peter Dønov. Whoever wants to attain the true love, they must sacrifice themselves for God entirely. The Kabbalah. When the Ancient One descended, he turned into love, and there, above, he is boundlessness. The Kabbalah. When everything has been taken away from you, have supreme love towards God. The Kabbalah. Do not seek the truth in history, seek it within yourself. The Kabbalah. Evil is relative. It is not real even when it destroys. The concealed Zohar. The world has fallen in consequence of the concealing of the secret teaching. The concealed Zohar. The promised land, this is attaining God within yourself. The concealed Zohar. The ecstatic inspiration is above every teaching. Abraham Abulafia. Whoever does not have true knowledge, they cannot gain their soul. The Kabbalah. The truth is big grief for the impure ones. The Kabbalah. Whoever does not have one great notion of God, they cannot receive support from the truth. The Kabbalah. Whoever sees the face of the secret, they gain something which is not found in the world. The Kabbalah. Whoever finds themselves in darkness and rises up, they bring joy to God. The Kabbalah. Whoever has destroyed evil within themselves, they attain salvation. Isaac Luria. The true person is sculpted by the boundlessness. Isaac Luria. Prayer is a way of gradual returning into God. Isaac Luria. Prayer has the power to change even the decisions of God. Isaac Luria. Your choice, sown today, this will be your destiny. The Kabbalah. In order to receive true help, you must want it with your soul. The Kabbalah. The more you think of God, the more you mend yourself. Abandana. When you love, you learn to give birth to the boundlessness within yourself. Soren Cherin. The striving for knowledge is the act of humans. The striving for God is an act of God. Abandana. Success in this world is attaining the sublime love. The Kabbalah. Whoever has no fear of God, they will fear themselves. The Kabbalah. God is a fearsome sublimity. The Kabbalah. What is love? A boundless reverence before the ancient unknown. The Kabbalah. Since I saw the Almighty, I understand nothing of the transient anymore. Rabbi Shimon. If you see God, or if you do not see him, it is all the same, because he is indescribable. M. Cordovero. The Ancient One is pure shining without form. Isaac Luria. The meeting with God is striking. It transforms the person forever. Isaac Luria. The living spirit is one, always living. His end has no end. Sefer Yetzirah. Within the pure heart, eternity is concealed. Abulafia. The word makes divine. Zarathustra. As much as you enter into the word, that much you are healed. The word is the great reality. Zarathustra. Whoever speaks in the right way and does not act in the right way, they will be warped by the truth. Zarathustra. Life can be governed only through true knowledge. Zarathustra. Beauty, this is the magnificence of truth. Plato. The word is a bigger bestowment than the human life. Basilides. Eternity is for the pure ones. The abyss, the boundlessness, is for the divine ones. Basilides. God does not commune with religion, but with the truth within the person. Basilides. Know thyself. This is a life within truth. Basilides. The person does not become purified by practices, but by coming to know the truth. Basilides. Every person must make their darkness radiant. Basilides. Every seeker of God really seeks only one thing, to restore their entirety. Basilides. Do not ask Sufi, but hear them, because Sufi is the answer and not the question. Sufism. Sufi is the only being who never wants to alter anything. Sufism. Sufi is the one who in their poverty and destitution praises the generosity of God. Sufism. Interact a lot with God and little with people. Sayadani. For Sufi, if one forgets God, even for a moment, this is heresy. Sufism. When you are without God, abundance is also poor. Sufism. For Sufi, big limitations are a celebration. Sufism. Only those ones have true experience, who have attained total union with God. Bayezid Bastami. Whoever has seen the truth, they no longer need any teaching. Sufism. There is no other world. We are always within ourselves. Saint Martin. Sufi is akin to God. They are not living. They are boundless. Sufism. God is one internally defined essence. The Absolute is one undefined essence, eternally. Stanislas de Guaita. Everyone has the need to ask something of you. I have come to ask you to give myself to you. Ansari. When Sufi finds themselves in a bad mood, they rob the bad mood. Sufism. The one who is truthful, all temples are in their soul. Sufism. The person does not exist before God, only before others. Sufism. The boundlessness hears you only if you do not ask it anything. Romanian wisdom. The Taoist practices only one practice, the boundlessness. Chuang 2. Whenever the truthful person appears, true knowledge appears also. Chuang 2. The wise one brings sense to senseless things, and the foolish one makes sensible things senseless. Chuang 2. The world does not need rules and rights, but Tao. Chuang 2. The anciency sends us truths, not history. Moses. If the person does not find God within themselves, they will go to holy places in vain. Ramakrishna. Only God is necessary to you. All other things will come after. Ramakrishna. When the person comes to know themselves, the end of the world occurs. Valentinus. God is the power that makes evil non-existent. Basilides. If you do not have God's love, evil will befall you. The Master Peter Deunov. If evil is outside of the person, and it is not within, then it is harmless. The Master Peter Deunov. If you bring one word to life, it will do everything for you. The Master Peter Deunov. One good act is a beautiful being who is smiling to you. The Master Peter Deunov. The fearsome fire within the prayer, this is God in action. The Master Peter Deunov. If I have given my place to God, I have become a master of myself. The Master Peter Deunov. Never arrange your life without God. The Master Peter Deunov. I can give you something which is not found even in eternity. The Master Peter Deunov. God is home, but we have gone out for a walk. Meister Eckhart. In order to come to know one thing deeply, you must engage your entire life. Meister Eckhart. True knowledge is absolute peace. Meister Eckhart. God, in his essence, is not something existing. This would limit him. Meister Eckhart. Within nothingness, nothing else can come to life but God. Meister Eckhart. Self-renunciation is so close to the nothingness that within it only God is contained. Meister Eckhart. When the understanding comes, then sacred words come. Native American wisdom. Knowledge, understood in a wrong way, inevitably becomes an enemy. Native American wisdom. If you have mastered yourself, everything surrounding you will be under your rule. Native American wisdom. There are no illnesses, only an accumulation of weaknesses. Native American wisdom. Energy is found everywhere, but power is not. Power must be summoned. Native American wisdom. The way of life is the true way. This way is sacred. Native American wisdom. The sacred ways are the primordial science. Native American wisdom. I love these people who revere God without a Bible. Native American wisdom. I love these people who abide the divine laws without ever having read or heard them. Native American wisdom. We are all taught by one and the same God. Native American wisdom. Power is set in motion only when the ancient requirements have been observed. Native American wisdom. If you believe that something is alive, it is alive. Native American wisdom. All religions are part of the Great Spirit. Native American wisdom. Return into yourself, and the secret will gaze upon you. The second elder. It is love that becomes health. Boyan the Magus. The testament of life is live constantly with God. Boyan the Magus. Whoever has entered into truth, they determine the events on their own. Egyptian wisdom. Love is more supreme than the stake. The stake may be extinguished, but love is never extinguished. Boyan the Magus. The stake is the pure way towards the secret of God. Anoriha. Whoever burns out for God, they attain him. Anoriha. The invisible is everything. We live within it. Boyan the Magus. Love is our inspiration. The stake is our celebration. Priest Bogomil. That which you are stintless towards gives you power. Indian wisdom. The true striving within you, this is God. Indian wisdom. Everything that is happening is sublime. Indian wisdom. Religion is temporary. The universe is temporary. Love is eternal. Love is secluded eternity. The first elder. One ancient and great reasonableness observes the entire universe. The first elder. O Allah, you inflicted the Inquisition upon me in order to give me yourself. Al-Halaj. Whoever has come to know God, they never ask about him. Bayezid Bestami. Coming to know God personally gives the person completeness and control over themselves. Al-Junaid. Do not commune with the one who cannot help you after death. Malik ibn Dinar. When God gazes upon you only once, you will attain everything that is necessary forever. Bayezid Bastami. The true doer of everything is God. Bayezid Bastami. Do not consider what you cannot understand to be a lie. Al-Ghazali. We live among one inhabited invisible world. Eleazar Harash. If you must overdo something, overdo being grateful. Eleazar Harash. The eyes of the soul are found within the pure heart. Eleazar Harash. If you live within God, you have foreseen everything. Eleazar Harash. You are wise when you approach things from one secret deeper than the world. Eleazar Harash. Enlightenment is soaring above thinking. Eleazar Harash. The most secret words which you pronounce deep within yourself shape your life. Eleazar Harash. The wise one attains a life which is not found in the world. Egyptian wisdom. If you have divine love, then God is planning your life. If you have human love, then others are planning your life. Eleazar Harash. The dynamic faith acts as one mighty living being in the invisible world. Eleazar Harash. The bad state within the person is also a bestowment from God. It is a bestowment from another quality of God. Sufism. Only love will save you from your own self. Jami, O Allah, I cannot be satiated with you. Rumi. Sufi, this is a day which needs no sun. Al-Harakani. God is the creator of all events, and so you must observe with a mystic eye. Sufism. God tolerates evil because God wants to save the world from one bigger evil. Sufism. If, except God, you also see something else, this is a disgrace. Sufism. Love is a sword which cuts time and everything transient. Ruz Bihan. Only God is worthy of true love. Al-Ghazali. Sufi is a seeker who disappears in seeking God. Sufism. Where there is true knowledge, there are no real troubles. Sufism. Within difficulties, the salvation of the unhappy ones is concealed. Sufism. When you love God unceasingly, your enemies are locked away by God. Sufism. Sufi is a sun, but they know that they are a shadow of God. Sufism. If within the word there is no quiet, there is no wisdom either. The Elder Mavahari. Inspiration overcomes the universe. Orpheus. The heart is a concealed sanctuary. Orpheus. Life is the way downward, and death is a returning upward. Orpheus. God is unsullied because he is untouchable. Orpheus. For the glory of God, we carry within us sacred humility. Orpheus. The way is revealed by the rays of your own truth. Orpheus. The strong water goes upward. Persian wisdom. If the person lives within the truth, what is untruthful will die. Zarathustra. The truth can be mastered only by becoming a part of it. Tahuti. When speechlessness speaks, this is the word. Ancient Egypt. The truthful person can undo what has been predetermined by God. Hasidism. The truthful person creates God's word. Hasidism. For the one who believes, there are no questions. For the one who does not believe, there are no answers. Hasidism. The future is not something that awaits us, it is something that we create. Sufism. The wise one has shining grief. Egyptian wisdom. All of Sufi's thoughts, both apparent and secret, are light. Sufism. Do not renounce evil, but renounce your evil. Sufism. Monasticism is concealed not in the monastery, but within the heart of the person. Sufism. Within the secret of God, Satan is subdued. Sufism. The creation of Satan is a sign of the great rule of God. Sufism. If you seek God in a visible way, he will be concealed. If you seek him in a secret way, he will be apparent. Attar. Before creation, God dwelled within his own self. Ibn Arabi. As long as you are attached to the earthly, for you the good news will never come. Attar. Do not come to know the truth through people. Come to know the truth through itself. Ali ibn Talib. The wise one is not under the influence of the stars. Omram. If the murderer escapes human justice, they will not escape divine justice. Omram. The spirit never depends on circumstances. Omram. People seek something new, something original in life, but not the truth. Omram. Whoever lacks humility, they will not see what is essential and primary in life. Omram. God speaks very quietly and does not insist. Omram. Make it so that in your heart there lives a sage, the priest Atlantean. Whoever sincerely seeks the truth, they will find it. Omram. If the person does not develop one exceptionally sincere attitude towards truth, they become an enemy of themselves. Atlantean wisdom. The truthful knowledge moves quietly among people, without any noise and proclamation. It is imperceptible. The Toltecs. Impeccability overcomes all the kinds of difficult times. The Toltecs. If you begin to love truth firmly, evil will only gesture and grimace. The Toltecs. You originate from that which you bow down to. Atlantean wisdom. The truthful person does not belong to society, but to the truth. Atlantean wisdom. Impeccability is the destroyer of the old way of thinking. The Toltecs. There do not exist any successes and victories. The person must seek only their ancient divinity. The Toltecs. Without the truth, people cannot comprehend anything in the right way. The Toltecs. Self-purification is self-liberation. Chan Buddhism. Speaking the truth, you come to know your primordial heart. Bodhidharma. In Chan, the ordinary turns out to be marvelous. Chan Buddhism. Firmly choose to follow the truth, and evil will let you go on your way. Bodhidharma. The truthful seeker has not come in order to attain a priest's garments, but to attain the truth. Huainin. The one who is able to purify themselves. They are a Buddha. Chan Buddhism. The forest changes. The trees turn into white cranes. Chan Buddhism. If you have the pure approach, the surrounding world cannot control you. Chan Buddhism. It is not the world that exists, but only the boundlessness. Basilides. Be a lantern unto your own self. Buddha. The truthful person has a gracious root. Buddhism. When you are calm, everything external disappears. Chan Buddhism. You cannot drive a nail into the boundlessness. Chan Buddhism. Walk around in sandals until wisdom grants you shoes. Avicenna. My poor home is illuminated by my heart. Jami. I am pitiful, O Allah, but my life is devoted to you. Jami. Control of the word is ahead of the world. The priest Atlantean. He has a great sense. He feels even the little foot of the ant. If a stone shifts under the water, he knows it. Hakim Sanai. Until you throw away your sword, you will not be able to become a shield. Hakim Sanai. The gaze of love does not see imperfections. Al-Ghazali. Be strict without roughness and soft without weakness. Al-Ghazali. Your true fortune is in this, which you cannot lose in a shipwreck. Al-Ghazali. Only the wise one can give something to suffering. Egyptian wisdom. The pure heart has its own wisdom which surpasses all sciences of the world. Rumi. If you still have not seen the devil, look inside of yourself. Rumi. Whoever is able to live in the present in the right way, they have worked in the right way in the past. Rumi. You would not be looking for him if he had not already found you. Rumi. The true power is due to a blessing, a great added power. Native American wisdom. Spirits are more true than matter. Native American wisdom. When you are one with God, you are the supreme weapon. Eleazar Harash. When God manifests, he remains concealed. Eleazar Harash. If the person has God within themselves, they are above the Holy Scriptures. Eleazar Harash. If God utters silence, silence speaks. Eleazar Harash. The true seeker attains the absence. Eleazar Harash. Whoever is a master of themselves, they can subdue others. Eleazar Harash. Whoever has a sacred idea within themselves, they are liberated from their earthly pathlessness. Eleazar Harash. Love is the inability to do evil. Eleazar Harash. We are expecting God, yet he is here. Eleazar Harash. Humility is a mystical gospel. Eleazar Harash. Deep within the person there is the problem, not in the world. Eleazar Harash. Whoever seeks the truth, God himself will instruct them. Eleazar Harash. The quiet is not a matter of silence, but a matter of an essence of depth. Eleazar Harash. The quiet is the completeness of the abyss. Eleazar Harash. Purity is more important than the future. Eleazar Harash. If you live within the truth, does it matter what the world says? Eleazar Harash. Amora Ravaron. O darkness, shine within me. Ancient Native American wisdom. Sufferings were created in order to kill the evil within you and to raise up your spirit. Melchizedek. When goodness does not interact with wisdom, it becomes evil. Melchizedek. Everything is paid off with pure behavior, not with immolation. Essenes. If you knew how to suffer, then you would have the strength to not suffer. Christ. Apocryphs. Whoever smiles at suffering, they can control it and transform it. Thich Nhat Hanh. The divine truth is beyond experience. Dionysius the Areopagite. Gnosis is the permission by God to see him. Basilides. We are before immortality. It came later, and death came later still. Yajnavalkya. If you know the secret of life, your death becomes boundlessness and freedom. The priest Atlantean. Within the depths, there the incomprehensible clarity awaits you. The priest Atlantean. Become aware of yourself within every living being. Buddha. Whoever pronounces bad words, they tighten a knot around themselves. Buddhism. The one who knows truth, they have defeated all worlds. Buddhism. Whoever acquires truth, they attain peace. Buddhism. The sage is Brahman spirit. Sai Baba. There is no such instance in which God does not take part. Sai Baba. If you know, what could I tell you? If you do not know, what could I tell you? Baha al-Din Walad. Whoever is able to listen, they give birth to the pure way within themselves. Egyptian wisdom. The broken heart, this is a precious personal experience. African proverb. Only the quiet is able to speak. Arabic wisdom. They asked a Bedouin of the desert, "What do you stock up on for winter?" He said, "On patience." Arabic wisdom. Remember the absent one, and he will come close. Arabic wisdom. To understand God, everything else depends on this. Swedenborg. Whoever has God within themselves, they are saved. Swedenborg. When God gives himself, this surpasses everything. Jan van Riersbeek. If you have faith, all the hardships and obstacles are powerless. Paracelsus. The secret of life is when God gives you himself. The Master Peter Deunov.